Hi, my name is Sunday. In this video, I'll be talking about the EU new migrants policy. The policy that the EU have proposed is not a law yet because the European Parliament had not yet signed it or approved it into law. So this is the new policy that they have proposed concerning people that are seeking for asylum in Europe, concerning those ones that are looking for protection in Europe. So it says EU part on migration, solidarity on the choice of member states. So it's going to be a choice on the part of each member state to approve it or to accept it. So that is what the EU is looking up onto. So they want this new policy to replace the Dublin policy that have been in place for many years ago, of which says that any new country or the first country that asylum first step is our foot in will be the country the person need to reside or to claim asylum. Of which other EU countries are holding on to that Dublin law, saying that since you came first into Italy or Greece or Spain, then you need to remain or reside in that place. So this is the policy that the EU want to change so that other EU countries can also play their part or take on their responsibilities concerning these migrants as well. But first, before we dive deep into it, if you know you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe and make sure you click the notification bell so whenever I upload any new videos or information, you will know. Now let's get into it. It says the European Commission proposed, as I've said, proposed is not yet a law. The European Commission proposed on Wednesday a new part on migration and asylum claiming at striking a balance between the divergent views of the member states. So they want it to be balanced so that each member state might accept the proposal in one way or the other. So they want it to be a balanced striking. So he went on to say, he says, to achieve this, the Commission is proposing an integrated border procedure. Listen again, proposing. So it's not yet law. As people are claiming, as we are hearing from different news media, that you people should get ready, packing your bag, deportation here and there. They are no longer going to be granted documents. They are still proposing. They are still proposing it. They have not yet signed it into law. So all those fear here and there, threatening other people that you people start packing your bags. Someone was saying that they said that they should also, all of them should start calling their lawyers, start calling. They are proposing things and it's not yet happening. So that is it, and they are not yet ready to start the deportation that people have been using to think that deportation here and there, deportation is coming here and there. No. It says to achieve this, the Commission is proposing an integrated border procedure, which for the first time will include a pre-entry screening covering identification of all people crossing the EU's external border, that's people coming into Europe, external border without permission or having been disembarked after search and rescue operation, that is from the sea. It says the screening entails also a health and security check and registration in a common EU database. That is the screening. Now listen, say after the screening, individuals can be channeled to either one, a return border procedure or a normal asylum procedure. So it's going to be divided into two groups. After the screening, some will be channeled to return border procedure, then the others to a normal asylum procedure. The aim is to ensure that swift decision on asylum or return will be made, providing predictability for migrants at EU's external borders. So that is the aim. The aim is to ensure that swift decisions are made. So that is what they are trying to do concerning this proposal or concerning this new policy. That is one of the aims, to ensure that not leaving people in limbo or leaving people in unpredicted time without knowing when they are going to get their sojourn or when they are going to get their documents or not. They are not going to leave people in limbo this time or leave them in a time without dates. People renewing documents without renewing 6 months without their case being finalized. In this new policy or in this new procedure, when it comes into effect, document, then everything is going to become fast. It's either they grant you your document or they gave you the negative to return back. So that is what is going to be happening when this policy comes into law. But still, yet, it has not come into law. The European Parliament has not accepted it, or they have not signed it into law. And other member states, it's not just one country. Even though Italy applauded it, even though Italy signed to it, even though Italy accepted it, but it's not just only Italy that needs to accept it. Other EU countries need also to accept it as well before they can pass it into law. So they said that after the screening, the people or the asylum seekers will be channeled to two different places. One, the border procedure channel, or the normal asylum channel. So that is what they said. Those ones will be channeled to the border procedure. So they said the border procedure applies for migrants coming from countries with a recognition rate for international protection below 20%. Meaning, whoever is coming from wherever country that their protection, maybe the asylum claim in that country is very low, below 20%, maybe any country that is below 20% means that country, there is no war in that country, there is no armed conflict in that country, there is no discrimination in that country, and there is no one thing or the other that will make someone to seek for protection. So these are the countries that their rate of international protection is below 20%. So all this type of country, whoever that comes from such country that their rate of international protection is below 20%, then these are the people that will be channeled to that border procedure. Also, it will not apply to unaccompanied children. So listen to this, everyone. It will not apply, this policy, it will not apply to unaccompanied child or unaccompanied children. So that is what they are saying. And families with children under the age of 12, whoever, husband or wife, or single mom or single father, having a child under the age of 12. Now, no matter the country you come from, under the age of 12, it will not apply to you. So all this rumor about pack your load and go, deportation here and there, Nigeria, Ghana, other country, and the list of people that they want to deport. So this is what they are saying. Families that are having child under this new policy that they are just proposing, family having child under the age of 12, it will not be applied to them. So that is what they are saying. Say, for vulnerable people, people that maybe they are weak in one place or the other, they are sick or one thing or the other, it will also be applied to vulnerable people. It would only apply after an individual assessment. After they have assessed individual, after they have done the screening, that is when they will now say, okay, now, after the screening, these people have to go to this kind of procedure. So they says the deadline for examining claims under the asylum border procedure should not exceed 12 weeks. So 12 weeks is within 3 months. So meaning within 3 months, they got to finalize your asylum claim, especially those ones that are under border procedure, as I've explained. Border procedure will always, according to this policy, border procedure will always be applied to those ones that are single, matured men or matured women that are single, that are not having children under the age of 12. Border procedure will also be applicable to whoever that is coming from country that is below, the asylum claim is below 20%. That is the people that border procedure will be applicable to be 12 weeks. Then including a single appeal. Now, they're still going to be appeal. There's nothing without appeal. They're still going to be appeal. But previously, before, under the current rule, you have 3 appeal to appeal. But now, under this new policy that will come into effect, if they approve it, then it will only be just 1 appeal after 12 weeks. 12 weeks is 3 months. Within 3 months, your asylum claim will be processed. Then you only have, if they give you negative, you will have just 1 appeal. So they're still going to be appeal. Not that they will just drive you away or just deport you automatic. No, they're still going to be appealed. Application for international protection should be examined as quickly as possible while guaranteeing a complete and fair examination of the claims. The duration of the return, now listen to this, the duration of the return border procedure is also limited to 12 weeks with one appeal as well, which is 3 months as well, to also examine their claims, whether they are going to grant them or not. But according to an MEP, member of European Parliament, he said that under this return border procedure, they are still going to grant positive to people that are still under this procedure. So that's what he said. So this is what the European Commission said regarding deportation of people, whether they're going to deport them back to their country or not. It says the Commission counts on the cooperation with the countries to which the migrants will have to return. We have remission agreements with most of them and don't need to threaten them to accept returning migrants. That's what they said. They said the EU will seek to promote tailor-made and mutually beneficial partnership with third countries. Now it says the Commission considers that if someone's asylum claim is rejected today, it is because the applicants can safely return to his or her own country. If anyone's application or asylum claim is being rejected, they have given the person negative, it is because, now the EU Commission is saying that it's going to be because the country of that person is safe enough for that person to go back to. Now, if that country is not safe enough, they are not going to grant the person negative. So according to this new policy. So it says it's going to be based on the individual assessment. So the Commission says currently there is no common EU list of safe third countries and countries of origin, and the new part calls for a higher degree of harmonization through EU list. So currently there is no list. There is no list of countries that they say they want to deport people to. They have not made that list. If you have only said that they are going to talk with them, the announcement was just made on Wednesday. So they have not even had time. They have not even passed it into law. They first they need to pass it into law in the European Parliament before they will start talking to other countries. People have started saying that they have spoken with Nigeria, they have spoken with different countries. Those countries have accepted. No, they have not spoken with any country. They are desiring or they are planning to speak with other countries. First, they need to pass their proposal into law. Their proposal has not yet been accepted by the European Parliament. That is how it works. That is how it works. EU has different nationalities, has different countries. They are made up of different bodies and different countries. So they have to unanimously agree. If they are not unanimously agreed, then that thing cannot be passed into law. So the Parliament must unanimously agree before it's being passed into law. Now here was they say, lastly says, but when the bloc, that is the EU, tries to deport asylum seeker, it usually can't because the migrants' own country refuse to take them back. You just can't deport people like that without that country accepting them. So when the EU tries to deport people, they can't because the migrant country just don't open their hands and say bring them in. No, it's a fact that no EU legislation can change. That's a fact. No EU law can change that. You can't force people back to their home. So that's a fact they can't change. Only 1/3 of rejected applicants actually return. Only 1/3 actually return. The Commission said contributing to overcrowded camps and leaving people in legal limbo for years. The Commission said it would hold talks. Now listen to this. The Commission, EU, said they will hold talks with 20 countries in Asia and Africa that are the main sources of asylum seekers going to Europe to get them to accept their nationals back. So that is what the EU is proposing to do. They have not spoken with all these countries. They say they are proposing. They want to hold talks with them. So that's what they are saying. First and foremost, they got to focus on the policy being passed into law. Thereafter, they can hold talks with other countries that are the main sources of asylum seekers in Europe. So that is what they are saying. So all these rumors we are hearing that they have spoken with other countries, it has not been done. All those things that they say, everybody should start calling their lawyer, it has not been yet passed into law. So people don't get carried away, don't get afraid. this new policy is majorly going to be applicable to the new people. The current one that are in system already is only going to it's only going to be applicable to them in a little part of it. So that is what they are saying. Asylum claim is still going to much more going on. One of the MEP, that's member of the European Parliament, said that they need migrants in Europe. It's helping them in one way or the other, but they need it in a legal way. Many that are coming because of one thing or the other, there are some that they are still going to return back. So that is the policy. When this policy comes into place, there are still some majority that are going to return back, but there are still some that are still going to start granting. So granting of asylum claim is now going to also increase as well. So that is the policy that the EU is trying to bring into place. First and foremost, this video is assuring you that the policy has not yet come into place. It still needs to be approved in the European Parliament, one. And second, they have not spoken with any country. That is, they have not spoken with any country to receive back their people. They are proposing it to sit down with this country. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, comment, and also share it to others as well. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe. And make sure you click the notification bell so whenever I upload any new videos or information, you will know. Thank you and God bless you. Bye.